Merry meet, everybody. So, I've got this new camera setup going, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be posting this or not. I may just re-record it, I don't know. But as you can see, I'm driving, and I've got this new setup in my car here where I've got my flip video set up. Because I drive around so much between two jobs and school that, I could be recording a video as I'm driving. So anyway, please excuse the wobbliness if there is any, but yeah. So I wanted to post this video about feeling disconnected from nature, and I got a couple messages from a couple people, and they aren't subscribers and they aren't like on my friends list or anything. I think they're just random people looking for advice. But anyway, I thought this would make a really nice topic. They were expressing their worries about feeling disconnected from nature because of winter and everything like that, and they didn't know what to do to reconnect themselves, and I'm assuming by the question that they asked and the way that they asked it, that maybe they're a newbie, maybe, to paganism or being Wiccan or, whatever. But, that's a feeling that I think we have all felt. Winter comes, the snow is falling, and while it's nice and pretty for a while, it gets depressing. After a month or so, it's like you feel like everything is dead, and it's just, you don't go outside as much, it's cold. Who wants to go outside in the cold? You don't, you don't want to go outside and be in that kind of a disastrous mess in the snow and everything. So I think we, as pagans or Wiccans, we lose that connection with Mother Nature. Now, maybe there are those of you who love to go out when it's cold and, you don't mind being out there. But for me, I can't stand being cold. I absolutely can't stand it. So I tend to not go outside as much. So myself, I lose that connection with nature. So, now that spring has sprung, Ostara has come and gone, Beltane is coming up, and I finally had a chance today to reconnect with nature, and it felt wonderful. And all I did was drive down to my local park, which is literally like a 5-minute drive from my home, and I took a walk. I took a long walk. And they say you do your best thinking when you're walking, and it is so completely true. I got to thinking about a lot of different things. I really cleared my head, and to hear the birds chirping, and to hear the children outside laughing, the breeze blowing through the trees, blowing through my hair, it just felt so good. And that connection started to come back. And that's all it took, was a nice long walk through the park. I could have taken a walk through my neighborhood if I really wanted to, but I hadn't been to the park in a while. So it was nice to just, go there and see everything. And then, after I'd taken my walk, I found a nice quiet area where there wasn't any people walking around, or, no soccer practices or anything like that. Found myself a nice secluded area, and I knelt down on the ground. I put my palms onto the damp earth, and I said a prayer to Mother Nature. And it probably looked like I was just talking to the soil and the grass. I'm sure if any people had passed by, they probably would have thought, okay, weirdo. But to me, it was a very special, sacred moment, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. It felt wonderful, and having my hands on the ground like that, there was such a rush of familiarity. That's the word I'm looking for. And it all came rushing back to me. And, you know, I could feel Mother Nature's presence. She was surrounding me, you know, with the trees and the flowers, and wow, guys, it just felt so good to reconnect with her. And I would highly suggest it to anybody who's feeling slightly disconnected. You know, you can even just go out in your backyard. You don't have to go to the park. Go out in your backyard and smell the grass and smell, you know, if I walk out into my backyard, I smell the pine trees, and I smell the dew on the grass itself, the damp soil, and those are the smells that I love. I love the smells of spring. Oh my gosh, it's just so refreshing, and it's just such a wonderful sensation and feeling and smell after a long, cold winter where you're cooped up all the time. So, you know, if you're feeling disconnected, do something about it. Go out in your backyard, go to the park, go to a greenhouse. There's a beautiful bog where I live where I'm actually going to be taking some video footage of that so you guys can see it. It's really pretty. I just want to show it to you guys now that spring is here. You know, plant some flowers, work in your garden. You know, those are all wonderful ways to reconnect with nature if you're feeling disconnected. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I know it was kind of a lot of rambling as I'm driving, but I just really felt like I needed to get that out there. And for those of you who sent me those messages, I hope this video helped you. And yeah, so I'll be talking to you guys soon. Blessed be.